Welcome to the Tangible Truth Podcast Summer Best of Series, where we replay your favorite episodes of the Tangible Truth Podcast from this year. So whether you're re-listening or hearing them for the first time, we pray that you are blessed, encouraged, and challenged. So enjoy, and we will see you again in August for all new episodes.
Maybe you did not know when you walked in the room what your purpose was. So your reframe is, God, what is my purpose here?
I'm Susan Goss, and as a seasoned therapist of more than 15 years, I'm honored to have had the opportunity to gain so much wisdom from so many people and love passing that knowledge on to others. So join me and some of my favorite friends as we share some tangible truths with you.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Tangible Truth Podcast. I'm back with Angie Elrod. Hey, Angie.
Hey, Susan. Glad to be here.
We're so glad you are back.
Thank you.
We had a great conversation, didn't we, last week?
Yes, I loved it.
It was both, I don't know if it was fun. I mean, it was fun for the two of us, for sure. I hope the listeners enjoyed it, but it was also powerful and deep and meaningful, and I hope encouraging for our listeners. And I'll tell you, listeners, if you didn't hear the first episode, please go back and listen to episode 1. And we're really talking about 2025 for sure, different perspective that you might have for 2025. Yes, we're talking about what it might look like for you to have some sort of a new beginning, but we're calling it more originally your new beginning because it's very different for everyone, right, Angie?
Right.
Very different. And we're looking at it, our own personal goals, if you will. Yes, goals, but really time spent with Jesus coming up. Angie's really wanting to have a better perspective of herself, I would say. And I'm really wanting to have a better perspective. And it's multifaceted with me, actually, but spending time with Jesus, I'm asking God every day to help me to be kinder. I feel like I am a kind person, but I want to be kinder. Look for the good, and everyone assume the best, practice kindness in every way, and look for the good and you will find it. I'm telling you that, just like the opposite. Look for the bad, you're going to find that, right?
Exactly.
And thankfulness, just attitudes of our heart. So I will sum it up very quickly by saying, to find the good in others, you must first find the good in yourself.
I love that. Yes. And it's so true. And the kindness starts there as well. 100%.
100%. Kindness begets kindness.
Yes.
It really, really does. So today we're going to jump right in on basically finishing up that topic, okay? Because Angie posed a big question to me and said, therapeutically, when you're not feeling good about yourself, Angie said, how do you jump forward in 2025? If that's my goal and others are like that, then how do you get out of that so we can move forward?
Right.
And I thought it was a great question, because here's the deal, listeners, every single one of us are a work in progress. We all are. Until the day we die. If we live to be 150, we're going to be a work in progress. I have always said that. I believe it firmly, and that we never arrive, right?
Yes.
So it's good that each year we take a time of reflection. I love that. And we always want to keep growing and keep growing and keep growing. And that's part of the beauty of our relationship with Christ.
Mm-hmm.
We want to know him more. We learn more about him. And the more I learn about him, the more I want to learn about him. It's just like scripture. The more you read, the more you want to read.
Right.
So that's progress. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So let's dig in.
Well, you had mentioned a great example of walking into a room.
Okay. You want me to take that lead? Okay. Well, I do have a great example, and you loved it, didn't you?
I loved it.
Okay.
I need you to say it.
Okay. I'll say it. Okay. Well, picture there being a room, and you walk in that room, and the room, it can be super full of people or a few people, but you're walking in the room and you are like, okay, what am I doing here?
Mm.
Huh. And nobody's coming to me.
Mm.
So you can either have a thought run through your mind, nobody likes me. Ever had that thought?
Absolutely.
I don't need to be here.
Mm.
I think I'll turn around and leave.
I don't belong here.
I don't belong here. And if I leave, nobody's going to know I've left anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So why don't I go? And all of these thoughts are running through your mind. Or you could have a reframe. I'm going to stop right here and let the listeners know what a reframe is.
Oh, good.
Okay. A reframe, therapeutically, the word reframe means in therapy, reframing means to change the perspective or interpretation of a situation, thought, or feeling by looking at it from a different angle, allowing for a more positive or constructive understanding of a potentially negative experience.
Oh, that's so good.
Isn't that good?
Yes, and it's constructive.
It is constructive.
It builds up.
It does. Do you want me to read it again?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to read it one more time. This is what reframing is. And you're going to need to really listen and hear this because it's a very important word. Don't you agree?
Oh, I do.
In therapy, reframing, I use it all the time. Reframing means to change the perspective or interpretation of a situation, thought, or feeling by looking at it from a different angle, allowing for a more positive or constructive understanding of a potentially negative experience.
Great.
It is such an important thing. So I'm going to use the word reframe. That's what I mean when I say reframe. So, or you could have a reframe when you walk in a room, nobody looks at you or talks to you, and you go, okay, what am I here for? What am I here for?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It could be as simple as, oh, yeah, I'm here to go meet so-and-so. It could be me, Angie.
Mm-hmm.
You could be there to come see me. And maybe I'm over there talking to somebody, but you're going to go over there. But you know what your purpose, there's my word. You know what your purpose is of why you came there.
Right.
Or maybe you did not know when you walked in the room what your purpose was. So your reframe is, okay, nobody's talking to me, nobody's looking at me. So your reframe is, God, what is my purpose here? What, you're going to have a conversation with God.
Yes.
What is my purpose here?
Well, you do this all the time when you're walking into a room.
I do.
About to do therapy. And we converse with God like that throughout the day when we're walking with him.
When we're walking.
And just constantly asking him, well, what do we do? So
what do I say? What do I do? Talk to me. Tell me what to say. I'm constantly asking him about everything. The little, the small, the large, the big, everything. But you ask him, what am I here for? What is my purpose? Who do you want me to go talk to? Very specifically. If you don't have the reframe, this is what the enemy does. Isolate you.
Oh.
You stand alone. You'll go to a corner or you will leave because your mind immediately says, nobody likes me.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's talking to me. As you said, I don't belong here. But isolation is the worst.
So you can isolate, Susan, if you stay there or if you run away.
Yeah, you can isolate. Great point, Angie. Thanks for bringing it up. You can isolate in the middle of 1 million people. You can be in a crowd of 100 or 1 million. I'm not kidding. And you can be the most isolated human alive.
Mm-hmm.
Alone.
And that's so risky.
It is.
And I'm going to say it can become dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And I've experienced wanting to lean into isolation. Well, I wanted to remember, I don't always know why I'm somewhere when I'm walking in a room, because life is so full of surprises. And so sometimes my purpose is not known when I'm walking in. But I want to be talking to God. I want to walk in the room with him into the unknown while clinging to the one who does know.
That is so good. That is so good.
And being curious and asking questions rather than making statements about myself, which are really lies, which is my go-to. You're too much. You talk too much. You're this, you're that. They don't want you here. Stop talking to myself in statements of fact that aren't facts, and instead ask God, what do you have for me here? What do you want me to do? I'm being curious and asking rather than giving myself a lecture.
Right. Beating yourself up.
And that's a big reframe.
Big reframe. That's a big reframe.
The isolation thing it's the next step. We can get there so quickly.
Yes. Very big reframe. Being curious is one of the best things you can possibly do. It gets your, I'm going to use the term mind shift just because it is a mind shift.
It is a mind shift.
It is. Like that, whoa. It's almost like, whoa, okay. Let me get my mind toward God instead of toward me. When we are self-focused, it can get us in some dangerous spots. When we remain self-focused, that there's a big difference. But when we have that shift and it's all about God, we talked about, I'm going to use that example about, we talked about in episode 1, we're going through the Bible recap and we were saying that whole thing on the recap is just, what did we learn about God? We're not talking about how although we do apply scripture. I'm not saying this is not how we do that, but it's not about that. It's about what did we learn about God? The focus is all God.
What do we see in his character?
Yeah. What do we see in his character? It's all about him. It's so beautiful. And we're talking about the same concept. It's not about us.
Right.
Right? You're being curious. God, the focus is God. God, show me. Because when you're saying, God, show me, he's not going to say, you're unworthy.
Never.
Because if he did, that means he made a mistake. He never has made a mistake. He has never made a mistake. So he will speak truth to you and he will give you his confidence, not the zero confidence that you had at that moment when you walked in that room.
Right.
But you're seeking it. You're being curious about it.
Well, and it changes your whole trajectory.
It does.
It changes your point of view. It changes your attitude. And it opens you up for his love to flow through you.
Exactly. 100%.
I feel like I'm blocking what God can do through me sometimes because I'm busy chewing myself out for something I haven't done well enough or where I fall short. He is, as you've said many times, is a gentleman. He is not going to be a bully and be boisterous and bust through all that. I've got to seek him, but he's right there the second I turn from that self-focused point of view and just ask him, oh, wait a minute, God, are you really that clever? Do you have something for me? Is there something good about me being here today? And what is your purpose? And then you do have a mind shift when you start talking to him
100.
Because he knows. He knows.
He knows. He knows all things. Yeah, 100%. And so a reframe, I think that's a great word. Like, God, do you have a reframe for me? You know,
oh, yeah.
God, do you have one for me?
I love that. Ask him for exactly what you need.
Ask him, because reframes are constructive.
Yes, that word is so good. They build you up. They build up his glory in the kingdom glory. They build up other people that you're seeing in that room. It's only constructive.
Yeah, they're constructive. And reframes take what you have seen from a negative point of view. And I did this during Christmas. We had company from December the 23rd till just a day or two ago. And I took a reframe from that to, I landed on thankfulness that I cannot tell you. So thankful. So thankful.
Yes.
And because it was so rich and wonderful to have all the company we had. So it was so rich. And there were a couple of times I did some reframes.
Great.
And it was, I'm telling you, it is phenomenal. So to have that, you've got to, our perspective, it changes your perspective if you can look at it through the lens of God and ask him to help you have a reframe and thankfulness and assume the best. And because let me tell you, listeners, it's what God does with us. Oh, I could cry thinking about it. It's what he does with me. It's what he does with you. It's what, he does with us. And he's just, the love he has for us is so incomprehensible.
It's immeasurable.
Totally immeasurable. And the more kindness that we can give to others, forgiveness that we can give to others, the more we can assume the best. Are we going to go through hard? I'm not Pollyanna here.
Right.
Believe you me, hard will be hard. Hard is always hard. Pain is painful. To be kind is not easy.
No.
And when people are not kind to you, when people assume the worst of you, when people are not looking at the good in you. And I've had a lot of that happen to me in 2024. And so I want to turn that around and do the opposite to others.
That's right.
Because I know what it feels like.
Yes, you do.
When it's not. And so I want God to do that through me. And so I want that. And that heart shift will make us different.
Yes, it will.
That will make us different. And in turn, I pray others will see Jesus in us because we'll be different.
Absolutely.
We will be different. There's no way we wouldn't be different.
Well, what if, Susan, I've been slacking spiritually. I haven't been reading my Bible and I'm just kind of off spiritually. Can I start right there?
Right there.
Okay.
Right there. Right there. Isn't that miraculous?
Praise the Lord. Yes, it's everything. You're saying that God will meet me where I am, even if I have failed and fallen short again and again and again.
He meets you right there. He meets you right there.
Well, that's a reframe in and of itself. I'm so grateful for
God meets us exactly where we are. I mean, sometimes we've been so weak that we can't do anything. We can't pray. We can't read scripture. We can't do anything.
That's right. And yes, absolutely. And we've believed for a moment because of circumstances or how we've been treated. We've believed those things about ourselves. For a moment, we believed that the lies were true.
Yes. And
got us completely off path because the mind shift was not from God.
That's right.
It was that. So that's so powerful.
It is. It's so powerful. Yes, ma'am. I'm so glad you said that. So good. Man, it's talking about a shift. We're going to go to physical next week. That's going to be a big one. Physical next week. So are you up for it, Angie?
I think I'm ready.
Okay.
Or I will be.
Yeah, we'll get there. So listeners, hang on for next week. And Carrie will put some notes on the bottom for, I think, that devotional book that I mentioned. So hang on and join us next week. We love you. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the Tangible Truth Podcast, part of the KLRC Podcast Network.